Hey, Camille. Hey, James. How are you? Oh, I need to unmute you guys. Sorry. All right. We're muting people pretty aggressively because last time we got a bit of a mess where some people started to play noise and things like this. So,
Ah,
it's hard to do these things.
yeah, it is. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. How are you?
I'm doing well. It's sunny out here in Colorado, so it was raining. It's like on and off. It feels like tropical weather actually.
Oh, wow.
So now it's sunny. So
You
when the
didn't get a
days
heat dome yet, right? In Colorado, it's been mostly in the Northwest.
say that again. Sorry.
You didn't get a heat dome in
No.
Colorado.
Yeah. I've heard about what's happening. Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's not looking good, but and the fire season hasn't hopefully started too much yet.
No, not yet. Last year it was pretty bad though here in Colorado. So everyone is, no fireworks on the 4th of July here, all of that. Because last year, you would go shopping and come back to your car you'd have ash because the fires were really bad last year.
Wow, indeed. Okay. Yikes.
Yeah.
Cool.
But I think hopefully this year, so far so good. And we've been having intermittent rains here, which is kind of unusual. It's like summer has gotten a very late start. So yeah,
Okay.
it's actually pretty nice.
And you got a bunch of water in the spring. I mean, you got a lot of snow this year, right?
Yes. Yeah. I felt like the winter lasted forever this last year.
Apparently Ember says she needs a passcode. There's no passcode.
Oh, you know what? I think in the Discord,
I posted the wrong link.
No, it's copied and pasted twice in a row.
Ah, that's why. Okay.
Clicking. Yeah.
Let me clean that up. Okay. Thank you for this. Cool. Yeah. Let me post it here. Damn it. All right, fixed. Cool. All right. All right. Maybe we'll start with a quick round of intros. I know all of you. Well, it's certainly there should be more people. I'm surprised that. Kelly, I need to unmute you. Oh, Ember's joining. Cool. Ask to unmute. Cool.
Hello. Sorry for the problems. I'm fine. I can't activate my video.
Oh, interesting. Okay, let me see how it's my first time doing it, so I'm definitely trying to learn. Oh, I see. I just enabled everyone to start the video. Hopefully nobody's gonna show any weird things. Hey Amber, how are you?
Hey.
Hey James. Oh, it's good to see your faces.
I think the other thing you can do is under the share screen options, allow anyone to share their screen. Allow multiple participants to share their screen. That should
we wait to make sure? I mean, I think we're fine. Actually, I don't even know how to do that. Share screen?
I think
multiple participants. Sure. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, I'll do that. And then we can share. It has only hosts.
If you have multiple participants, then everyone can, not just the host.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Well, maybe let's do a quick round of intro as we're here. All right, cool. I'll check that out. Cool. Sorry. Yeah, I'm trying to do that at the same time for the first time, and it's obviously I've got one slow brain, so it's hard, and it's hot here, so it's hard to solve this. Well, thank you all for showing up. I'm gonna post this maybe on Twitter one last time, just in case some people didn't get a chance to see this. Good. All right. So today we have two participants who both built some pretty cool things. One thing we announced last week, or actually 2 weeks ago now, 10 days ago, and the other thing we're going to announce today or tomorrow. So on one side, Camille was a Frenchman like me, was worried about his English, but I'm sure he'll do very fine, and I'm happy to translate. But again, I'm sure he'll do great. We built the Discourse integration, which has been pretty cool. And then we have Kalidou, who's calling up from Italy, and who was built a pretty cool website called Unlock Showcase, where it basically shows all of the people that have integrated Unlock inside of their projects and application. And we hope to add a lot more of these. For example, at some point, I hope we can add Collabland to that, which I think would be cool. We have Austin, who he is in New York, a presenter, working in the music industry, specifically running a collective around for music producers, musician artists. Sorry, I'm butchering your title, Austin. We have Amber, who is part of the team. James, Collabland. Yeah, so let's get started. Maybe Camille, you can start, and then Kelly will jump.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes. Okay. Can you hear me? Yes.
Yes. All set.
Okay, great. Yes, as Julian say, I'm French, so I'm not very comfortable in English, but I will try my best.
You're doing better than you can imagine.
So about me, I'm working as a growth consultant for a while, but mostly for crypto projects since 2016. And I'm also working on my projects, and I try to contribute to different crypto projects. As growth consultant, I created 7 years ago a Discourse forum about growth marketing. It's a French forum. And so I know well the Discourse. I don't know if everybody know what is Discourse. It's a forum platform, one of the most used forum platform. It's created by the Stack Overflow founders, and it's widely used in the crypto community. It's used by Ethereum, I wrote Uniswap, Gitcoin, Matic, and many more. And Unlock, on the Unlock community websites. So because I run a Discourse since a long time, and I know well the crypto community, I had this idea to create a plugin for Discourse, an Unlock plugin for Discourse. So the idea of the plugin is to lock some categories on the forum behind the Unlock paywall. So you have to buy the NFT to access the private categories. So it can be used to monetize your forum. For example, I plan to create an online courses on my Discourse forum, and I will use the Unlock plugin to unlock the online courses to my users. It's a way to monetize a forum, but in the crypto community, I think many DAOs could use this plugin to give access. I don't know how to explain, but to lock the governance category to their members. We use this on a community forum. The governance category is locked.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's an amazing use case for the governance category, because governance questions are obviously, what's the word? I mean, you want only people that are actually part of the governance ecosystem to actually participate in these conversations, and you want to avoid kind of trolls coming from the outside world, kind of suggest things or trigger debates that are when they actually are not invested in the community at all.
And they can ask people to pay with their token. I mean, for example, for Unlock, we could ask people to only pay with UDT and not Ethereum. It could be an incentive for their token. I mean,
yeah, exactly right. I think it would be right now we have a free membership, obviously, but I think since locks can be priced in any ERC20, You can even
Yes.
have DAOs price their membership using their native currency and so this way you have kind of a circulating supply. Obviously, you don't want to make this too expensive because people don't want to spend their token to be part of this. But I think it's valuable to say, hey, if you want to be part of the community, you need to pay a little bit of tokens, which can then be reused. I mean, for treasury purposes, so like you reinvest these tokens into some other
Yes.
endeavors for the.
And we could use the same lock for the Discourse. So, I mean, a crypto project will create a lock to give access to their user to the Discourse, Discord, Telegram, and many more. It could be cool.
Yeah, definitely. That's one of the things that I deeply believe is like in the end, decoupling the membership from a specific platform is extremely valuable because that means that the same membership can be used across multiple platforms.
Yeah.
And so like us, we have a lock on our site and on our blog. You can then join the Discourse, you can join Discord, you can join eventually, maybe a Telegram.
Yes, is it planning to create a bot for Telegram?
Yeah, I think there's, so Collabland actually works with Telegram. And
Yeah.
so I think we should try to explore that. And there's somebody else who's building another Telegram bot specifically as well.
Okay. I could share my screen to show you how to use the plugin. I'm not gonna talk about the code because my partner is not here and he wrote the code. So I'm gonna just present you the plugin for admin and for users. I'm gonna try and let me know if you see. I have to authorize.
Oh, do you have to make you host?
Security. I have to authorize on my preferences. Just 1 second.
Oh,
this is the first time I do it, so
that's cool.
Up. I think it's gonna work now.
And welcome new joiners, Anthony, Igor, P. I'm gonna try K3T, Crystal, and Justin. Feel free to wave in the. Cool. Yeah, I think we can see your screen.
Yes, you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, great. Up. So here I'm connected on the Unlock Community Forum as an administrator. So first, I'm gonna show you, I create a topic and the forum with all the documentation to configure the lock. There is a different screencast to explain you how to do it, but I'm gonna show you. So when if you are administrator, you go on administration and admin tab, then in the plugins tab, you can see here the unlock tab. So my computer is pretty slow. So in the configuration, here you can see the lock address. So here you copy paste the lock address you created on the unlock protocol dashboard. Then you configure the network. For the forum, we created a lock on XDAI, so the number for XDAI is 100, but it could be created on Ringkb, mainnet, and now on Polygon. I didn't add the Polygon, but it will be added very soon. You can configure the icon, which is the icon for the paywall, and a call to action. Here you select the group, the Discourse group, because when you buy the lock, you are add to a Discourse group. On Discourse, there is it's like Telegram or Discord. You can create groups, so you have to create a group, then select the group for the unlocked users. Then you select the categories you want to lock. So on the unlock community, we only lock the governance categories. the unlocked governance categories. Yes, and you can use an icon which is added close to the topic title to know if it's a topic locked or not. I could show you as a sample users to see how to unlock. So I'm gonna connect with a random account which who is not added, who is not unlocked.
So that James account is not a member yet. That's right.
Yes, it's not a member. That's why.
It's not you, James. It's another James.
Yes, it's another James. Sorry.
Cool.
So I'm gonna select a topic post in the governance. For example, this one, this proposal from you, Julien. No, it's yes. So is the paywall. So it's a free membership. So I select free and I connect. I select connect your crypto wallets. I use MetaMask. We select an account that didn't buy. Okay, connect. Now I pay the lock. It's a lock on XDAI, so it's pretty close to free and very fast. And then I'm added in the unlocked group, so I can now see the topic from the governance. So if I go on the governance category, I could read all the governance topics.
That's pretty smooth. One thing that you should show, which I think is very cool, is the fact that click on any of these topics. The people that are members have a little check mark icon by their name, and I think that's actually really cool.
Yes, all the people that bought the NFT has a little
check mark
icon.
Yeah, check mark.
And a check mark and a name contributor. So it could be custom in the groups. In the groups, unlocked groups, you can custom it. No, I'm not on the admin.
That's right. You're not on you're on the fake James.
So I can edit, but you can edit. I could connect, but you can edit the icon and different things.
Yeah, I think that's really a thing that I think we should try to do. I don't think Discord has this, but like showing the status. I mean, there is the roles, so you can see on Discord kind of the icon, but like generally showing the status of a member, like the list of membership that they have, I think is something that is very powerful. I don't know that it can be customized on every single platform, but I know when I was at Medium, the green halo was definitely one of the things that people became members for because they wanted to be recognized as one of the people that are, in that special group. So I think that's actually a very valuable thing. And I would definitely recommend people doing integration to kind of do that if they have kind of social aspects.
Exactly. I'm gonna just show you that you can, here, I think, yes, it's a detail, but in the group configuration, you can select an icon, different icon that will be added next to the username.
So I know you don't want to talk about the technical details because you didn't do that yourself, but the plugin, so it doesn't change the user model, right? It just adds people to a group. That's it. That's the only thing that it does, right?
Yes, basically, it's when you buy the log, you are automatically added to the group.
Yeah.
And when you are a member of the group, you can have access to the topic.
Of the
topic that only visible to the group members.
Yeah, so I think that's actually a pretty good pattern for a lot of integration in the end, is not trying to duplicate the logic around membership,
Yes.
around groups, around, I mean, I know this is the same thing on Discord, obviously, where there's the role and people are assigned the role. We're working with Ember on a very deep specification for a much better WordPress plugin, and we're going to pretty use the same pattern, basically trying to map basically the existing WordPress accounts and membership and groups and roles with the, I mean, unlocked membership, the locks, the specific locks that people can have unlocked before or not. Cool.
And for the next duration, we plan to add the possibility to add multiple locks to let user choose if they want to buy it on Ethereum, Polygon, XDAI, etc.
Definitely, I think that's, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. And also we are in discussion with Discourse, because the Discourse founders answered. I created a topic on the forum of Discourse, which is meta.discourse.org, and the founders love the idea. So it could be integrated as a official plugin, maybe in the next few weeks.
Yeah, I mean that is amazing. Like indeed, I think in the end that, I mean, it's easy to say from my perspective, but like I think we have the same kind of ethos around the distributed open web, in providing a distributed open way to monetize communities using, I mean, using the plugin, using Unlock for Discourse is pretty appealing, I think, to them, which is good.
Yes, and crypto is the crypto community is a good use case, because many discourse in the crypto communities.
Yeah, I think that's actually, I mean, and I know that's something that you're working on, Camille, but I think it would be good to be able to at some point reach out to, I mean, not at some point, reach out to other communities and tell them, I mean, maybe tell them that we actually have the grants program as well. I think we would be fine having them apply for small grants to be kind of early adopters of the protocol, because we think it's, I mean, a good use case for them specifically.
The first user are the hardest to have. Then if only one great crypto communities use this plugin, then many users will
yeah, and
use it.
I mean, one of the challenges around governance, and we're talking about DAOs and governance here, is the idea of one token, one vote. And so in some communities, even like in the case of Unlock, and I did make that mistake, so I can definitely say this, there's people that have a lot more tokens than others, and it's kind of sometimes on some proposals, you want to have something more kind of, I don't want to say egalitarian, but like, a bit more fair in the sense that, some people who don't have a lot of tokens should be able to have a better voice. And so using NFT memberships as a second way of expressing votes, like you can vote with the amount of token, but you can also say, hey, members themselves can vote on things, and just every member is the same. I think is something that could be extremely valuable as well as part of these communities. Cool. Well, thank you very much for this. Anybody has a question for Camille?
Yeah. I can't hear. I don't hear you, Eugene. You're muted.
Yes, I muted myself when I say you can unmute yourself. Like very, I was gonna say, raise your hands if you have any question, and I'll unmute you, or unmute yourself if you have that already. Cool.
Maybe most of them already use the plugin and the Unlock community forum.
Yeah, by the way, Kelly wants to chat. Cool. Go ahead, Kelly. Oh, it's a clap. It's not a raise hand. I need to get better at Zoom. I was going to say there is on the forum there is actually an unlocked category to make introductions. I know some of you have posted there. Please feel free to say hello to the rest of the community. It's pretty cool to see to put I don't want to say names on people's faces, but a little story behind everyone. I think it's always helpful. Cool. All right, Kelly, you're next. Take the stage and tell us what you've built, because I think we're going to announce it. Ember actually worked on the blog post, so we're going to publish it today. But it's a brand new thing.
Okay, hi to everyone. I'm Kali. I'm from Italy, and I'm generally work on front-end stuff. And in the last month, I'm taking interest in the crypto spaces. So I want to build something. And when I know Unlock protocol, I keep interest on it and want to do something on it. So I proposed to Julian to refactoring the Unlock.js code in TypeScript. And before that, I want to build something. So I build, okay, let's check, website. Okay, I have to. Sorry. Okay. I can share my screen. That's cool. So in the Telegram group, I see a lot of people asking for where they can find the Unlock JS project or projects that use Unlock protocol, because it's difficult to find information. So I built that website that's basically it's a list of all the projects built with Unlock protocol. And a user can go in the website, it's unlockshowcase.com, and searching for maybe a keyword, for example, website. And then he can show all the projects built with this keyword, for example, ziplet. And then you can read all the description, how the project is implemented, and all the keywords, so all the tags. Yes, basically it's a listing website, but I want to do more. So in the submit section, the submit section is where the user can submit his project. So there is two plans. For example, you can submit for free, or if you want to support the team, you can also give something like a tip. So for this scenario, I want to implement Unlock protocol. So just real quick, description. Okay, so when a user compile all the form, can submit a project, and in that case, pop-up of Unlock.js of Unlock show up, and can pay to submit this project. Then later I show the code that, and if the user already submitted a project, he can click on login and use the email and password used before to pay to log in, and it will be submitted to a member section. And this section is still under construction, but if it's login and it's a member, you can access this section and show the detail of the projects, and can manage the project by himself. So the user access is given by the lock. So if you have a member, you are a user. So you don't need an email, a registration form, and so on. But if you submit a project and you have and you pay with Unlock, you have a membership, and you can access to it and manage it. It's built with Vue.js, GraphQL, and a little of TypeScript. And maybe I show the code for how I implemented it. And, okay. So the first time I want to, because I'm planning to work on TypeScript integration for Unlock.js, I'm starting to build some interfaces to use it on the project. So this is my configuration. So wrong one, this one. Yeah. The basic configuration. And basically, if I go to the submit page, I have two options. So this is the listener for the event. So if the member is unlocked, I basically go to the member page. And if a transaction is sent, this is an interesting thing because when I send a transaction, I have more additional information. I have the hash and the lock. So I add it to the form before I want to submit it. So I can check the user who submitted the project by the hash and the lock. And when I go to submit method, if the form is valid, I check if the form is valid and so on. And then if it's require payment, I use unlock. So I use unlock. It's basically this method that show the pop-up. And if not require payment, I submit the project with the information that the user sent. So basically it's that.
Very cool. Oh, you were going to say something.
I just have a question for you then.
Oh, of course. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I'm trying to do something different because something like now the lock have a single price, but I want to edit it. So there is a way where the user can edit the price, and because this section I want to make it like a tip, not a real payment. So I want the user can enter a price or something like a simple field that we can enter something and submit with that price. Is that possible?
Yeah, so it is possible. The smart contract actually supports the idea of tipping. So even though the lock has a price, say you have 5 DAI, the smart contract supports the user paying 7 or 10 or 12.
Okay.
Right now, our checkout window doesn't support that, but it's something that I can definitely add in the next few weeks. So feel free to open an issue about that, like say, hey, how can we build that? I think that require a bit of work on the UI, but I cannot imagine this not being possible. So yeah, feel free to open an issue for this.
Okay, nice. So thanks to all, and sorry for the English not very.
No, it's good. Don't worry.
Good.
I mean, what I really like, there's a lot of things that I like about the project. Like first, we need a showcase, and it's good to actually see people in the community building one. So thank you for this, Kelly. I'm looking forward to your TypeScript work as well. I think it's going to be much needed, and so I really appreciate this. What I really like here is maybe not very obvious is the fact that it's kind of a paid API. Like, you know, I do believe Unlock is definitely useful in the context of social web, like, you know, chatbot for Decentraland, or sorry, I say Decentraland, chatbot for Collabland, for Discourse, Discord, Telegram, platforms like this. But I do think also that there's a whole world around SaaS services where basically Unlock is used as a way to kind of, you know, unlock a level of service. So you can imagine a service where you submit some data to be reviewed that is basically say, hey, we'll only review if you are a member of that level of that specific lock. The analogy that I take all the time, like GitHub has these seats thing, right? Like each seat is a membership. So it's like, hey, I do this. They can verify in my wallet that I have the membership for GitHub. And so they allow me to access certain features inside of GitHub. And the benefit of this is obviously stuff around privacy. There's many services that I don't want to put my credit card on. And I know that if I have the NFT, they can give me the service. It's much safer than say, hey, here's my credit card number. Like, what are they going to do with the credit card kind of situation? And so I actually have it's one of many hope for a side project at some point to build a little kind of crypto price API that would use Uniswap's, you know, oracles or prices, and then basically say, hey, you can query it as much as you want for free, basically, or not as much as you want, but like say 100 times an hour for free. But if you want more, you need to unlock. And basically, you would sign your API request with your private key, and then I can verify on the back end that this private key has a membership. If it has a membership, then also the content. If it doesn't have the membership, then you'll be asked to pay to purchase that membership. And it feels like it's actually a very easy way to do these membership. And one thing that I realized the other day as well, we talked about DAO a bit earlier, like DAO now have funds. It's really hard for them to actually spend money on SaaS services that require credit cards. Say the DAO wants to pay for GitHub, it can't, right? You need to basically pay someone who's going to pay for GitHub with their credit card. But if DAOs were, I mean, if GitHub were accepting payment in crypto, but more importantly, we're using locks, it becomes possible for the DAO to say, hey, you know what? Yes, we'll purchase the NFT for that specific service. And then the DAO can actually use GitHub, use that API. And so that's definitely one of the things that I hope somebody in the community eventually builds on top of Unlock. And so I'm glad that, Kelly, you kind of explored that idea of using Unlock for API keys.
Thanks.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Maybe a question for you, Kelly, from a technical perspective. So changing tipping or changing the price, that's an interesting one. Is there anything else that you struggled with or that you would want to improve or, yeah?
The integration was very simple, but yeah, the only thing where I have troubles is the integration with Vue.js, because at the first time can show the unlock the unlock defined on window, so I have to work around to resolve that problem, because you can import unlock in the globally in the project or in the specific file. If you include it in a specific file, it's not working. So I defined it globally, but I want to integrate more in detail to know why is causing this problem.
Yeah, I mean, feel free again.
But I think it's the
Sorry, my kids are very noisy. Sorry. No, I was going to say, feel free to open an issue as well. Like if there's a
Sure.
kind of a Vue way of doing things, I mean, we can definitely, we must improve our code base in general. I think it's still something that needs always improvement. And so I've never used Vue myself, but like having, more visibility in terms of like how other frameworks do it will definitely be helpful and allow us to improve things. One of the things that, as I said, Ember and I are working on a big spec for WordPress. One thing that is missing as part of the Unlock ecosystem is an OAuth flow. So a lot of application, and that would be applicable to, I guess, Discourse as well, allow users to log in with third-party service with OAuth, right? So basically you go to, a site, you say log in with Google. We would want to be able to say log in with Unlock in that way, or log in with Ethereum. The idea is like once you click on this, the user is sent to a page, they can log in, verify that they have the right level of membership, the right locks. If they don't, they can purchase one, and then they're sent back to the original website, and then the website can then verify if they have the right level of membership. Having this kind of very, again, standard OAuth dense, as it's being called, implemented, would make it really easy for people to integrate Unlock into other applications and other websites. So that's something that we're going to work on, and that's going to be specifically useful for WordPress. So that's definitely one of the priorities for the next few months. Cool. Awesome. Is there anything else that you want to share, Kelly?
I think that's all. And yeah, thanks to everybody.
Yeah. Camille, anything else you want to share?
Do you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, we can.
No, it was about about WordPress. You said that I think it's possible to make it for Discourse also, to create a custom login with because it's not very easy for people to create a Discourse account then an Unlock account, and not the same account. So.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the things that we hopefully at some point, the whole web uses Ethereum as ways to provide identity, and this way we don't actually have a problem. We're not there yet, and I know this is definitely something that everybody else is thinking in the ecosystem. pretty actively about. So I'm excited that it's going to happen. It's going to take a bit more time. So yeah, we'll get there.
Okay.
Cool. Is there anybody else who wants to share something that they've worked on that that is interesting? Austin, I think, and I don't know if you're muted. You've worked on a couple interesting things recently, specifically actually a CollabLand documentation to use Unlock with CollabLand, which I think would be very cool to maybe surface at some point. I don't know if you're here, Austin. Maybe I'm putting you on the spot. And...
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I think it's live in the docs, the Gitbook docs.
Oh, cool.
Of using an unlock lock to gate access to Discord through CollabLand, and that's kind of like I use that as kind of like a no-code way, like a hacky way to create a token-gated physical space. So like I used a token-gated Discord channel, had a bot send a new 4-digit PIN code each day, which is pre-programmed with a keypad smart lock to open a door. So there's a blog post, I'll drop it in, like a draft that we could publish soon on the Unlock blog, that like explaining how that's done. But yeah, it's just pretty simple no code way of I've been using CollabLand with Unlock.
I mean, that's definitely a good thing for the Unlock showcase, Kelly. I think, I mean, we'll publish the blog post, but I think it would be nice to put on the showcase as well. Cool. Awesome. Thank you very much, Austin. Nice. Well, it's been, I mean, it's to wrap up, I think, unless anybody has something they want to add. Thank you very much for coming today. Thank you very much, Camille and Kelly, for presenting. Again, look forward to seeing more of your work. We need more people like you in the ecosystem. So please keep doing amazing things. Let us know how we can make things better. More importantly, how we can help you make amazing things. I think that's our job, Embers and I, is how can we make things easier, better, more enjoyable generally for you all to build amazing things. Cool. Awesome. Well, have a good afternoon, evening, morning, I guess, for people on the West Coast, and chat soon. Bye. And stop recording.